Hey there, and welcome back to Writing Practices. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to write a professional agreement letter. Whether it's for a business deal, a service contract, or any other formal arrangement, this step-by-step guide will help you write it with ease. Let's get started. First things first, let's add the title at the very top of your document. Type Agreement Letter and center it on the page. You'll want the title to stand out, so don't be afraid to use a larger font size, something around 16 to 18 points. This will make it clear that the document is an official agreement. Right below the title, we're going to add the date. This part goes on the right side of the page, so just write Date, Insert Date, and use the Write a Line option in your document editor. This gives the letter a nice clean look. Keep the font the same size as the rest of the text, around 12 points. Now, let's move on to the From section. This is where you'll list your contact details as the sender. Start by typing From at the top, then list your full name right underneath it. After that, add your address, city, state, zip code, and then finish with your email address and phone number. This section should be left aligned and keep everything neat and simple. Next, we have the To section. Here, you'll provide the recipient's information. Start with To, and then list their name, address, email, and phone number. Again, just like you did with your own details in the From section. This should also be left aligned for consistency. After that, we're going to add the salutation. This is the formal greeting. So you'll write Dear Recipient's Name, and don't forget to use a comma after their name. Leave a line break after this to separate it from the next part. This part should also be left aligned, and it keeps the tone respectful and formal. Now it's time for the introductory paragraph. This is where you explain the purpose of the agreement. You could write something like, This letter confirms the agreement between your name and recipient's name regarding brief description of the agreement. Keep it short and clear so the recipient knows exactly what this letter is about. Now, we get to the most important section, the terms of the agreement. Start by adding a bold heading that says, Terms of the Agreement. This is where you'll list out the specific details of the agreement. You can use bullet points or numbers to make it easy to read. For example, you might include 1. Scope of work. What will each party do? 2. Compensation. How and when will payment be made? 3. Duration. How long will the agreement last? 4. Confidentiality. If there are any confidentiality terms, include them here. 5. Termination. Under what conditions can the agreement be ended? Each point should be clear and concise so that both parties know exactly what's expected of them. Once the terms are listed, you'll need a closing paragraph. This is where both parties confirm that they understand and agree to the terms. You can keep it simple, something like, Both parties agree to these terms and conditions and understand their responsibilities. This agreement is legally binding and may only be modified with the written consent of both parties. This helps reinforce the commitment that both sides are making. Finally, we come to the signature lines. These should be placed at the bottom of the letter, side by side. Leave space for both parties to sign and include a spot for the date next to each signature. This shows that both parties have agreed to the terms and are officially signing the document. And that's it. You've now got a professional-looking agreement letter. Just make sure to proofread it before you send it off to make sure everything is clear and correct. Simple, right?